Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault. Today, we delve into the depths of the South China Sea. Nestled between the Asian mainland and the Pacific Ocean, the South China Sea is a vast expanse of water, dotted with hundreds of islands and reefs. Its geographical location is key to global trade, with over one-third of the world's shipping passing through its waters. It's not just the strategic shipping lanes that draw attention to this region. The South China Sea is teeming with life, boasting some of the richest fisheries in the world, but it's not just the bounty of the sea that's at stake. Beneath its waves lie untapped oil and gas reserves, a lucrative lure for energy-hungry nations. With such strategic significance and resource wealth, the South China Sea has become a hotbed of territorial disputes. Several nations stake their claims in the South China Sea, each with their unique justifications. China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all lay claim to parts of this maritime region. China's claim, however, is the most expansive, encompassing nearly the entire sea within what is known as the Nine-Dash Line. This claim is steeped in historical context, with China asserting that these waters have been integral to its maritime activities for centuries. The Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan, on the other hand, base their claims on geographical proximity and the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. These claims often overlap, resulting in territorial disputes and conflicts. These nations not only seek control over the sea's abundant fisheries and potential oil and gas reserves, but also the strategic advantage of controlling key shipping lanes. The overlapping claims and conflicting interests have turned this region into a geopolitical powder keg. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, governs maritime disputes. But here, things get complicated. UNCLOS, which came into effect in the early 80s, aims to balance the rights and interests of coastal states with those of other states. It's like a rulebook for the world's oceans. But how does it apply to the South China Sea dispute? In the heart of this dispute, we find the 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration. This ruling, in favor of the Philippines, invalidated China's expansive Nine-Dash Line claim under UNCLOS. The court stated that China had violated the Philippines' sovereign rights in its exclusive economic zone. But here's the catch. China rejected the ruling, stating it was null and void. This move sparked a whirlwind of controversy and escalated tensions in the region. Despite international rulings, the waters remain muddied, with tensions continuing to rise. The dispute isn't just about lines on a map, it's about people's lives and economic survival. The South China Sea is a crucial lifeline for global trade. More than $3 trillion worth of cargo passes through its waters annually, making it one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Its fisheries provide livelihoods for millions and food for billions, while untapped oil and gas reserves hold the promise of immense wealth. Yet, the dispute casts a shadow over these economic arteries. It disrupts trade routes, creates uncertainty for businesses, and threatens the livelihoods of local communities. Fishermen are often caught in the crossfire, their boats seized, their catches confiscated. They are the human face of this geopolitical conflict. Moreover, the dispute strains economic relations among nations. It hampers cooperation, hinders investment, and fuels mistrust. It's a game of high-stakes poker where everyone stands to lose. The stakes are high, not only for the nations involved but for the global economy and people living in the region. What does the future hold for the South China Sea dispute? It's a question that's both complex and unsettling. As we gaze into the crystal ball of geopolitics, various scenarios emerge. On one hand, we have the potential for peaceful resolution through diplomacy. This could involve bilateral talks, multilateral negotiations, or even the intervention of international bodies. Yet there is also the risk of escalated conflict. Tensions could mount, leading to confrontations that could spiral into a full-blown crisis. The militarization of the region, the intersecting claims, and the strategic importance of the South China Sea all create a tinderbox that could ignite with just a spark. And then, there's the wildcard scenario. External powers like the United States could take a more active role, shifting the dynamics in unexpected ways. As the world watches, the South China Sea continues to be a geopolitical puzzle, teetering between conflict and resolution.